Hey, AbFab Brides, this is Alma with Absolutely Fabulous Invitations. I'm starting a series on how to have fabulous invitations at an affordable price. And this is part one. Part one is the foundation of your invitation costs. And this is what I go over with all of our brides when they come in and they see us. I explain to them that your invitation cost there's a foundational price, and that pretty much is going to be on the quality of paper that you choose. Basically, thinner paper, less expensive, thicker paper, more expensive. Why? It takes more paper. It's expensive because of the paper. Then everything you add on top of that adds to the price. Okay? So a lot of things are said about different printing techniques and stuff like that. You can have invitations that are thermography printed at a higher price and thermography printed at a lower price, and the difference is the paper because they're both printed the same way. Alrighty? So I'm going to show you some samples of what I mean. This is a beautiful anniversary invitation. Lovely. And it is moderately priced, is what we call it. They're not cheapos, but they're really affordable. Yet this is the paper that you're dealing with. Still nice, beautiful. Okay. The envelope. Here's your envelope. Boop, boop, and kind of see-through. Sometimes that bothers people, sometimes it doesn't. What you're going to find too is with your moderately priced invitation lines, they will offer some linings to them, and a lot of times the lining won't go all the way down. There's just various ways they cut costs, but that cost gets transferred to you. So if you're looking to keep things really tight on a budget, that really works. So this is a reply from that same company, matching company. Okay. So it's a little thinner, but it's really pretty. It's still really pretty. Yet, a lot of my brides are like, why does it have two things? Why isn't it just black? And the reason for that is that they have to keep stock. So they carry all the stock, and it's much easier, it's much less expensive for them, and then that transfers to you to have just two pieces, and you've got an invitation printed and any other piece that you need printed, a thank you card, all goes on this particular piece. So that's why you'll see, a lot of times you'll see the fold over, because that stock is used as thank you cards. So it's less expensive for them to just have two cards in that suite so that they don't have a bunch of inventory, because when they have inventory, they pass that cost on to you. Okay, so let's look at a more expensive invitation. And again, the reason it's more expensive is because the paper is thicker. So here we go. La-la. And I'm keeping these kind of basic. These are just pretty much, traditional. You've got a little bit of an emblem going on here, so it's not super traditional. But it's just a small pearlized border on that. Yet, that's the paper. Okay? So versus this. Okay? Your insert cards, that's where it starts getting more expensive, because the insert cards are also more expensive. Then the real kicker is your envelopes. Here, let's get a apples to apples envelope. Hope this isn't getting too long. Okay, it's a lot harder to bend versus this guy here. So some people, makes no difference, give me the thinner envelope. Other people, like me, unfortunately, I'm a paper snob, but that's why I do invitations, because I'm a paper snob. I love paper. So they would prefer to choose the more expensive envelope. And this goes lined all the way down to the bottom. So now, granted, taking that into consideration, we always work with our brides and what they have on their budgets. So I had a bride, lovely couple. I've known the groom for years and years. Love them. They liked this invitation, but they're paying for their own wedding. So we needed to figure out how to get them into this invitation, not necessarily this layout, two different things. Invitation is the paper, okay? So they liked the simplicity of this. What did I do? I went and looked for the same kind of thing in a less expensive brand. Less expensive. There's your same border. So that's why also it helps to work with a professional. And it's not because they're professional because you're paying them for, to be a professional. We make the same money as if you bought it offline. We don't make the money on charging you. We just do this so we know. And a lot of times it's because we love this stuff. We know how to get you into the invitation of your dream. That's that's what I do. Get you in the invitation of your dream. Can't afford this one? Let me fix it and get you into this one. And what would be the difference? That the bride just wanted thicker paper. Thermography printed. Thermography printed. Same invitation in that sense. This one, hundreds of dollars less than this one. But to each their own desires. Some people love and have to have the thicker paper. I would have to have the thicker paper. Others, it doesn't make a difference. They're gorgeous invitations. Anyways, so that's my first primer on paper is where it starts. And again, base invitations, everything else you add from that adds to your price. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye-bye.